I want to quickly tell you about a book that both Ashley and I like a lot. We've learned a ton from it in the last year, and that book is Botany in a Day by Thomas Elpel. I'll show you. So this copy has seen better days. I've used the heck out of this one, but Botany in a Day, the Patterns Method of Plant Identification. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description. It's an Amazon affiliate link. But basically what this book is about, what it teaches you to do is to identify plant families by the patterns that describe those families. Now that might not sound very exciting to you, but basically what it's teaching you to do is to identify whole groups of plants instead of just individual plants. Now identifying individual plants by themselves is cool and useful enough as it is, but when you learn to identify whole groups of plants, the advantage there is that if you know what plant family you're working with, then they have similar properties, and you can be a lot more confident in working with the plants, whether they're edible or medicinal. So for example, let's say you did not know what a cactus was. Well, there are lots of different types of cactus, but what are the common characteristics of any cactus plant? So let's see here. Autumn crocus, bee plant, bird of paradise. C, cactus, page 123. So we go back to page 123, cactus family. And it says the key words are that it is a succulent desert plant with spines, and the flower parts are numerous. So when it goes to flower, the flower parts are numerous. Numerous petals, numerous stamens, maybe numerous sepals, but they're spiny, succulent desert plants. That's what a cactus is. So it tells you what family it is, and then it lists the major genus inside the cactus family. And so yeah, once you learn to identify those parts, those characteristics, then you know, oh, I'm dealing with a cactus family plant. So you can do the same thing for lots of other plant families, the mint plant family or the amaranth plant family. There are lots of plant families, or the mustards. For example, all mustards are edible. Some are more palatable than others, but once you know you're dealing with a mustard plant, you can work with it and see if it agrees with you. So what this book does with its descriptions and its color photos is it goes through many dozens of different plant families and identifies those patterns for you. Here's parsley family, and it goes through and it lists many different genera and species within that family as well. So it's a very scholarly book. So the more you read this book and understand it, the more confidence you'll have in identifying the plants that are around you. Also, it has an excellent introduction to botany in the beginning, naming all the different plant parts that you would have to know how to identify. And then it actually gives you a way to key out the plant that you have by going through the characteristics and identifying, so you can be confident that you know what you're working with. It has approximately 200 plant families that it lists the characteristics of, and then at the end it has a section where it lists the major compounds that are in plants, and it lists their scientific and medical uses. So it's really a treasure trove of information. You can keep coming back to it again and again. I'm going to have to get a new copy eventually, as is obvious from the video. There are lots of useful plants that grow all around us, whether edible or medicinal, and this is a great way to learn to identify them. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, I've got that link in the description if you would like to check it out.